Accurate data gathering, processing and application has been identified as an essential and indispensable step towards addressing the various challenges facing the housing sector in Nigeria. This was the central idea at a strategic workshop on housing data jointly organized by the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company (NMRC) and the Center for Affordable Housing Finance in Africa (CAHF) on the 4th of February in Abuja. The workshop was held to find lasting solution to the worrisome issue of inaccurate housing data affecting the housing sector in the country. Various stakeholders and resource persons, both from within and outside Nigeria, underscored the need for adequate and reliable data as an integral aspect of solving problems, especially as it affects the housing sector in the country. While addressing stakeholders at the workshop, the Managing Director of NMRC, Mr. Kehinde Ogundimu, stated that countries that do not understand the importance of data management are less likely to survive in the modern economy, hence the urgent need for data collection.
Data helps us to understand customers' needs and to improve on the delivery process to meeting those needs so that we reduce wasted time and money. Especially for us in this industry, we don't have time. The housing deficit is enormous and we don't have money. So the little money that we have to use them wisely. And so we have to build what people will buy and what they will buy on time and what they can afford. And you cannot do that if you don't have the right data. You cannot make those informed decisions. Investors are also looking at that, because they're saying, what is my return? If I go into this, what is the payback period and things like that. They have to factor a lot of other things into consideration using data to come up with that. So the importance of data cannot be overemphasized.
Various stakeholders, resource persons and facilitators present at the workshop were also of the opinion that when the right data is made available to stakeholders in the value chain, a lot of progress would be made in the area of planning, decision-making and collaboration that will impact greatly on the housing sector.
The essence of this workshop is for us to understand the needs for housing in Nigeria, so housing markets, right from the land titling to the request from the people, the off-takers, to the construction itself, to the mortgages they're going to provide, then to the refinancing of the mortgages, and taking it to even the capital markets where we're going to get the money for supply of the houses. So we're talking about looking at the matching the supply and the demand for housing in Nigeria holistically, and that's what we're doing today.
Based on collecting data from various different sources, the figure we came up with was in the region of $27 billion, which is around about 6.4% of GDP in 2018. And what we found in doing this research is that there's a lot of current challenges in getting the data that we need in order to do this kind of research, to get to this, to quantify the value that housing is bringing to the Nigerian economy. And so today, this workshop's purpose is really to engage with the stakeholders that are holding this kind of data and to get to a kind of work plan about how we're going to go forward to make this data more freely available so that we can do this research more easily and as a result stimulate financing in affordable housing in Nigeria.
Today's workshop is really important for us because in order to address the policy changes that are needed across Africa, then those policy changes have to be made with logical decisions based on evidence, not on suspicion of what the facts will be. So in order to make policy changes, we have to collect data, we have to analyse that data and really focus on what needs to be done in the future. And only by collecting that data are we going to make informed decisions that are going to lead to those policy changes that change the market for affordable housing across Africa.
The workshop also served as a platform to foster partnership, collaboration and sensitize built industry professionals on the available data and resources that needed to be developed upon in actualizing the goals of affordable housing for all Nigerians and Africa at large.